Hi, I'm Mr. Hakan,
And I'm Miss Sarah.
and we're both head instructors and managers here at the Australian Martial Arts Academy. Today we're shooting a video to provide you all with some tools and strategies you can implement at home with your child.
We're going to be looking at the 5 steps to overcome your child becoming lazy or bored or tired when going to activities.
Absolutely. Now, personally, doing martial arts for over 25 years, I remember starting as a young child and working through the days and years coming into class. And for those that don't know, the master happens to be my father as well. So we had this back and forth consistently, and I remember being a young kid, showing that resistance to coming to class. And I would look for every excuse to ensure that I would not come to class because I wanted to choose the easy way out. So whether it be staying at home, watching TV, sleeping, playing sick, pretending to sleep, any excuse, you name it, I've tried it. But looking back, I'm very happy that my father instilled those positive strategies and applied the tools we're going to go into today.
That's great. So I guess it's really normal then, for
Absolutely.
everyone. We work with children a lot, and if you have a child, I'm sure you notice it's not just martial arts classes. It could just be at your school, getting ready for school in the morning, going to soccer on the weekends, swimming lessons, tutoring.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily something that they like or dislike, but today there is a lot of resistance to get kids actually to do things that they enjoy. And I guess it's hard because children these days have so much entertainment at home and are so comfortable with their home time, yet they still do not have enough time to do exercise and to take care of their body and their mind and focus their energies.
Those very important health factors, exercise, and basically forming the positive habits they need going into their teens or adult years as well. So the first issue we're going to talk about is tackling the issue before it gets too large. So we want to ensure that that first negative vibe we get, or that first bit of resistance, we want to ensure that we prevent it then and there.
That's it. So what a lot of parents I see do is if they recognize, oh, the child doesn't want to come in today, or they don't want to do something, is they say, oh, this hasn't happened before. Okay, we'll listen to the child and we just won't go. And I find that almost doesn't teach the child how to overcome any obstacles or resistance. And so it's really important that we can make sure that from there and then we find out if there's an issue and help them to work out how to overcome it rather than just giving up and staying at home.
Fantastic. So we're going to go now into the second point, which is positivity and reminding them of the fun times and the benefits martial arts training or any activity applies to their lives.
Yeah, positivity is so important, and your child really needs to hear from yourself as well as the instructors that what they're doing is great, and to get a little bit of feedback that they are doing really well. So reinforcing how far they've come. So we have members here who have been here for 1 week, and we have members who have been here for 10, 15,
Absolutely.
20 years.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't matter if they've actually got an opportunity to get a black belt or be amazing at it yet, but what's important is that we teach our child that when they did this, they improved and they got better and they enjoyed it, or they learned something from that experience. And children will read through your energy levels and how you relate it. So if you've got a negative vibe about getting them ready or dressed, they're going to pick up on that too.
Yeah, let's face it, sometimes, we could be having a busy day, and it could be that, we could just have a couple of hours off by not bringing him to class. However, that could have impacts further down the track. So we want to really avoid that negotiation phase between
They're almost bargaining time,
with it.
right?
That's it. So we want to try and tackle the issue before it gets to that.
That's
point.
right. And I guess when we start bargaining with children, what it does is it devalues the positive message that it has, and it also almost becomes something that's not good for them. So
Sounds like a chore.
That's right, it becomes a chore. And so we want to reinforce, this is a great thing, let's get excited to go and see where we go from here.
Now, there may be times where the kids may have had a busy day at school. They could have a sports carnival, could be a very hot day. And issues like this, I think it's important to go back to the discipline. Now, one of the benefits martial arts has to offer is that discipline. And it really has to be enforced by all support networks, through the academy, through parents at home. So in these instances, so you know, where they're tired or they could have a minor injury, what we really encourage our parents and our kids to do is just to show up to class and try and do the best they can. If it's only the stretching they can do, then get them to do that for the first part of the class. If it's reading the curriculum, then I think that's what's important as well. So that discipline element is an area that we must reinforce both as parents as instructors as well.
Definitely. I think discipline is about turning up, and the best thing that we can teach our child is not that we have to necessarily fix their problem. If they're tired, they don't need to go home to bed straight away. Maybe they turn up but they ask for help. And something that we do really well here at the Academy is if there is a child in need of help, you bring them straight up to one of the instructors and they can ask for some help. And sometimes all your child needs to hear is, you're a little bit tired, do you want me to keep an eye on you today? And they know, okay, I have got a bit of support, and if I do get too tired, I know where to go for help.
Yeah.
I think that's a great message for
That's
children.
right. Yeah, we have had children who've come in with particular injuries, and we've been able to alter their training curriculum to ensure that it's tailor-made for their situation.
And that
well.
they're safe, obviously.
Going on to point number 4, and I think that's routine. You know, be it routine before class, weekly routine, daily routine. I think kids thrive off this weekly schedule, and I think we sometimes forget how important it is in their lives, because they remember what they do every day. And going back to the previous point, if we kind of break that routine, it could look like a win or a tick in their column. So reinforcing that this is something that they're committed to, keeping up with that routine is going to really help them develop the positive habits going into the future as well.
Yeah, remember, we like things when we're good at them. It's human nature. So when we're going to the gym every week and we see ourselves getting better, we like it. If we haven't been in a while, it's hard work to get motivated, and kids they're just little humans.
Absolutely.
So we really want to say, okay, well, what are we doing to get you into routine? Do you have regular days that you attend your classes? Do you have something that you do to get them, help them prepare for their session? So for example, if they're coming straight from school, do you have a little lunchbox ready for them after school that they maybe only have on their martial arts days or other sports days? Is there some time to have to sit down and watch that, or do they get to come straight and play 5 or 10 minutes before class? Some areas that I find is that, especially if you've got lots of children, it's not easy these days. They're coming in rushed. There's no rule at our academy that says that they can't come in late. What's really important is we create that routine. We teach our child, if we break routine, if we're late, if we do something, what are the rules and how do we follow them?
Absolutely, great points there, Sarah. Going on to point number 5, we're going to talk about instilling the value of setting goals into our children. So here at Martial Arts, we have those goals set out for them. Be it the next belt, the next technique, the next pattern, the next weapon, whatever it may be, to get them excited and motivated to continue their martial arts training. However, it doesn't end alone here. We need the parents, we need our adults to instill the importance of goal setting and that reward system into our children as well. And I think this is a great way to wrap up the points we spoke about earlier and bring it all together. Because once we do that, that goal setting is going to really help them see what's ahead. Sometimes, other activities can have that blind progression where you're not really able to measure your progress.
You're a little bit faster on the field, but everyone else is a little bit faster, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so I think with martial arts, the curriculum, the next step is set out for them. And I think if we remind them, practice with them at home, I think it will really help them going forward.
And I think when parents can reinforce, well, actually, you could not do these kicks or punches when you started.
Flexibility.
Yeah, you could not be that flexible. Actually, you didn't practice at home when you were a white belt. Now you're going for your black belt, you're practicing. Those kind of things and pointing them out are important. And often because you see your child all the time, maybe you forget to notice them. And it's really hard these days to take that time and actually say, hey, yeah, you actually couldn't do this before. And even if it's taken your child 6 months to get it, or a year to get it, or 2 years to get it,
just that positive reinforcement.
You're actually getting better. And when we have that goal to work towards, it's always a little bit more fun. It motivates us to try a little bit harder and to really do our best.
So hopefully those strategies have helped you out and you can start implementing them. we want to ask you, what strategies do you implement to get your child to class? Hopefully you guys have enjoyed that video, and we look forward to seeing you all soon.
We look forward to reading your comments down the bottom. Thank you.